As you know, Trey and Becky Hancock have been ministering in Dearborn for over 25 years. It's been over 25 years now that they have been faithfully ministering there, reaching out to the Muslim community, and they have many miracles that they can share about their ministry there. And as many of you know, not too long ago, they were able to secure property, and they had a couple of buildings, and they've been working on those buildings. And if you've not been down there, they really are wonderful facilities. And God is using them to use that area to disciple these individuals who are finding Jesus. Well, one building was paid off, but there was another building that was on a land contract. They had a 5-year balloon, and that balloon payment was coming up. And Trey had received assurances that there would be financial institutions that would pick that up again so that he'd have time to pay that building off. But when that due date was approaching and he owed, I think it was $480,000, so almost $500,000, and he contacted those financial institutions based on his size of his congregation and their means. And of course, you have to show all that when you're looking for a loan. They told him, "We cannot do this. You are too much of a risk." So Trey then communicated to the pastors in the area. We all received an audio text. He indicated the need. He told us to pray with him, stand with him, see what we could do. In the meantime, he put the word out, and Trey's a hard worker. He's not afraid to knock on doors, and he's not afraid to ask. But he had to go to West Point with his family because his boy was graduating. So he put the need out there, and then he had to leave. So anyway, when he got back, I contacted him because the missions committee had gotten together and had determined what they would do, and we were going to invest $5,000 toward that need. So I asked him, "Trey, but where are you now, and what else can we do?" And this is what he told me. He said, "Cal, I came back from my son's graduation/wedding," because then he was married 2 days after his graduation. He said, "I went to my desk, I began to open envelopes, and all these checks started coming out. So as I opened those envelopes, that totaled $130,000. This is money that came in while he was gone. It gets better. It gets better. So I said, "Well, then you still have to come up with this much money." He said, No, I'm not done. He said, "Because then we had a church service, and at that church service, we received an offering of over $200,000. So then I said to him, "Now you mean you went on the road and you went to a couple of churches and you asked?" "No, my church, at our church service, I'm like, "Now wait a minute. Your people, your congregation, you came back home, you received an offering, and you received over $200,000 from your people." That's what I'm telling you, Cal. 130 in the mail, 200,000 or more in the offering. I said, "Well, what do you have to raise?" And he said, "Well, with your gift now, 70,000. I said, "That's chicken feed. After all you've told me, that's chicken feed." He came in, paid in full, signed the dotted line. He owns it all, amen? He owns it. No balloon payments, no more loan, no more interest.